Alrighty guys, in this one we're going to show you how to install the Mount It articulating wall mount. Not an expensive one, you can get it from Walmart. Link will be down below in the description if you want to check them out. Doing a purchase does help support the channel, so keep that in mind. But you definitely don't have to do that. Anyway, this holds up to, I don't know, 66 pounds of weight. That TV ain't no 66 pounds. So let's get to it and see just how easy this is to put up. Okay, and for putting the mount on this one, you do not remove the faceplate from the wall mount, although I would suggest loosening it up quite a bit. I'm probably a little too loose though to hang it. Not a big fan of this because it's just going to make it harder to put the TV up on the wall. So anyway, this hole right here, that's going to be the top, because you're going to put the bolt in the wall. You're going to slide this over top of the bolt and drop it right down in. So we want that towards the top, and then we're just going to line these holes up with the holes on the back of the TV. Now those 4 holes are lined up there. They do have these little extender things in here, just in case your TV is goofy and doesn't line up, you know, right. That way this will slide right underneath here, and then you'll bolt it in one of these holes, depending on where it lines up with your TV. I really don't like when they don't describe this actual sizes. But again, it is what it is. So we're just going to take that, put that right in there. We're going to line another one up. Probably shouldn't tighten it down until you have them all in, just because you might need to move that faceplate a little bit. There we go. Operator error, right? Okay, next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find the bolts that go into the wall, which this is going to have 2 bolts, and well, they have 3 here. So we're going to go ahead and say that's the 2 bolts we need. Actually, you could probably put a 3rd one right in that slat there if you wanted to. We probably don't need that. And it does say not to put this straight into drywall, to put it straight into a stud. So we're going to have to figure that out here in a second. Okay, now for placing your wall mount, right here you can see where the previous holes were. Now this one does say not to put into drywall. It says only go straight into the stud. Okay, well this is a lath and plaster wall, so I'm going to have to fill these holes, right? I'm going to have to get plaster, fill these holes, blah, blah, blah. I can do that after the TV's up. It's not a big deal. But what I need to do is I need to find a stud. Now you can use a stud finder if you want, but I like to use a pinpointer because it pinpoints metal, which is going to show me where the nails are. And this isn't drywall, this is lath and plaster. So every, what, ½ inch, ¼ inch, there's a little thing of wood going across that has to be stapled in. So there should be a pretty strong straight line of staple the whole way down. Right? Now I'm going to suggest pre-drilling your hole, okay? Now you're going to want a drill bit that's smaller than the bolt you're putting in, right? I'm going with a really small one. So we're going to put that up here, just off of where the other ones were, because the other ones went through the plaster, so this time feels like we went right into a stud. Just going to back that off. Then we're going to put our first bolt in. Whoopsie. Alright, and once you get that started pretty good, you might get a little closer. So we went ahead and grabbed the the impact wrench. We got a 10mm socket on it because the mounted version comes with a 10mm head on it. So we're going to tap and just tap a little bit just to get her started in there. Once she's started in there, you're going to go ahead and extend out your TV mount, the actual mount itself. And then you're going to take it and you're going to slide it right up on there. Do the drill bit again. And I would move the camera back here, but there's really no room to put it back here. So we're going to go ahead and I think it looks okay. It feels like we're in a stud. Let me just back that off a little bit. That's just a lot. We'll put our Phillips head back on so we can get the next bolt started. Just get her started in there. And then we can swap out to the impact with the socket head on it, right? With the socket on it. Heck yeah. And go ahead and get her driven in home. Now, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and put that third one in, which I think I'm going to. And we'll try to get the camera over here so you can see it. We're going to put it right here into this small little indent. Put that drill bit right in there. Get that loosened up, or at least get her pre-drilled. That way it's going to be easier for the bolt to go in, right? So just going to put that bolt right up there to that pre-hole, that pre-drill. Get her started. And we're going to grab our trusty little impact. And get her nice and tight. You're going to have some options here, right? I mean, one, you can just put her off to the side there, so it doesn't matter if you get her exactly where you want her. You can take her to either side. Of course, you want her more centered, you bend that in the middle and get her out there. Or you can just have her hanging out here. But one of the most important features is to get the angle right. So you take this little nut right here, okay? The one that's on the back of the faceplate. And I thought they should have, yeah, they should have had it easier to access, right? You're gonna turn it, but I can't seem to get it to turn. I may have tightened it too much, right? All right, let's try this from this side because it doesn't seem like it's very tight. There we go. Okay, so you're just gonna loosen her up. Now where you want her is going to depend completely on you. I want mine up a little bit, right? And it does not want to go up at all. There we go. Because I want her to lean forward, or angle forward a little bit. So that way when I'm laying in bed, I can just look up at it. Like that's all I have to do. So we get that to where we want her. Now we do have to hold the TV a little bit to start getting her tight. And then you just tighten her back down. And right there, she is where she is. And she's ready to watch. Now as we can see, all we gotta do, turn her on, and bada bing bada boom, we've got the TV here. I can lay down, I can get her positioned where I think I'm gonna want her, which I think I'm gonna want her right there. She's leaning forward a little bit, which is exactly what I want, because I'm laying down a little bit below this, and I don't really want it over here covering up this whole wall. So I want to push it more that way. That way I can lay there and comfortably watch TV. As far as ease of hanging it goes, it's easy. I probably wouldn't buy another one, just because, well, I don't like the fact that you can't take the faceplate off the mount. I would much prefer a wall mount that you take that the faceplate comes off easily and can be put back on once the wall mount's on the wall, or once the faceplate's on the TV. This one, if you take that faceplate off, you're not going to be able to get it back onto the wall mount once you put it on the TV. So, for ease of getting it up, no, this is not. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's much easier when you have a faceplate that then goes over top and slides down onto your wall mount, and then gets secured from the back. This faceplate, it's not a good idea, guys. It's not a good design. But as far as getting the TV up, easy enough. Bye.